Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert to reach this moment.
Tua is not getting up.
Dislocated right hip.
3 injuries in the last few years.
They said he was frail.
There's just one problem.
The risk you're taking with Tua.
He's never been able to put together an entire season.
Redshirt him. He's not ready.
Imagine they pass on
Tua didn't have the injury, but he does.
They said he wasn't clutch.
He had moments where you're like,
You don't force it.
Picked off, intercepted. I think Justin Herbert has further to go.
He's inconsistent.
Everybody said he's got to be great every game, and he
it's
wasn't.
a lack of consistency with him.
He's a small town kid who isn't ready for the spotlight.
If you don't love these quarterbacks, you don't take them.
Look at them now.
This is what you call great.
Herbert to throw.
He got it! Touchdown!
Herbert has been money.
I was probably the coolest 15 minutes of my life.
Here comes Tua. Blitz touchdown!
Felt so good when it came out.
Maybe our doubts were actually their strength. As he slowly climbed out of injury's bleak shadow, Tua's own questions about whether he'd play again became his motivation.
I did enjoy getting hit that first time.
That game felt so good, though.
Herbert thrust into action and basking in the glow of high-pressure situations.
I think he thought I was joking, and I had to tell him a couple times, no, seriously, you're the starting quarterback.
Forever linked at 5 and 6 overall, when they meet on Sunday, both QBs are right where they belong, shining on the field instead of the sidelines. So we're actually completely evenly split for game picks for Chargers Dolphins. You can see it there. Marcus on the Dolphins, Mina on the Chargers, Ryan's Dolphins, and I'm on the Chargers. Marcus, the Dolphins ruled out some key defensive guys. Christian Wilkins on the D-line, Kyle Van Noy. They're on the reserve COVID-19 list. Is the pressure on Tua to shoulder that load, or is there more maybe on Justin Herbert to take advantage of a game and really close it out?
I still think it's on Herbert, Els, because, listen, we obviously Van Noy and Christian Wilkins are key contributors and do a tremendous job for the Miami Dolphins defense. But don't forget that Flores is a great defensive mind, and it's starting to show up in these games. And, look, Herbert has been sensational. He's been fantastic for the Chargers, even though it hasn't led to wins. But these type of litmus tests are the ones that young quarterbacks are judged by, right? And, like, we're going to see him deal with all kind of different pressure, deal with coverage, deal with guys playing man-to-man. We're going to deal with him having very little windows to throw the ball in. Now, he does have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and he has guys that can make plays offensively, but I'm looking forward to seeing how he responds to what Brian Flores is going to throw at him. And I think the pressure is more on him. Tua is still only about to play his 3rd game in the NFL, and for as much as we have praised and as much as we look down the future, Herbert, we already think we have a sample size of what he is.
These two quarterbacks are playing 2 different games. Justin Herbert is playing a game where he's getting opportunity to come out every single week and prove to us just how good he is, that maybe he should have been the #1 overall pick, or maybe his ceiling is higher than the 2 guys picked before him. But the game Tua is playing is a game of winning. That's the game that Brian Flores has the Miami Dolphins playing. They're going to play great defense. They're going to ask Tua Tagovailoa to make the plays that he needs in the critical moments. And that's what's important. That's the quarterback you want to be. So as Justin Herbert is playing great, trying to find a way to get over that last hurdle of winning football games, Tua Tagovailoa is trying to push his team into the playoffs and win the AFC East. So I'm excited to watch this battle, but these 2 guys have 2 different objectives.
Mina, why has Justin Herbert been so good for the Chargers?
Well, I see a number of reasons and advantages. One advantage, best uniforms in the NFL. I mean, did you see last week the Navy with Ryan Clark? I saw you tweeting about it. Those were fire. He's been incredible under pressure, which will be important this week because Miami brings pressure at the 3rd highest rate in the league. Justin Herbert has the 3rd best QBR when pressured. Okay, so that's strength on strength.
Oh,
and I also think offensive coordinator Shane Steichen has done a terrific job of scheming guys open. When Justin Herbert has 3 wide receivers in a bunch formation, he's 7 for 7 for 149 yards. Pulled up a few plays here. Watch Keenan Allen using the 2 wide receivers, create space for him. And then, of course, Allen, one of the best route runners in the NFL, just goes to work, gains over 10 yards on this completion. That's easy money. Now here, Allen does work on the rub route. And this time, Henry's going to get the ball and benefit from the traffic, once again created by the bunch formation, 12 yards. You see this all the time with LA. It's creating these easier opportunities for Herbert. It's not just crazy shot plays down the field, although he has an amazing arm. You'll see a lot of plays like that mixed in as well, and it's going to be important against a very, very good Miami secondary.
A couple of other injury notes, too, guys. Joey Bosa also out for the Chargers, and Justin Jackson. Marcus, I saw you raise your hand, but we got to move because we got a whole other interesting quarterback matchup to get to for Week 10. Cam versus Lamar. Mutual respect is real between these two. Take a listen.
I watched Cam since Auburn. You know, everyone in the country did. Everyone knew about Cam Superman, you know, doing his thing, you know, and a lot of us looked up to him. He's a mobile quarterback. He do his thing. You know, he won the Heisman, won college championship, won MVP, went to the Super Bowl, stuff like that. So, you know, I followed him a lot. Wanted to get to where he's at, and now I'm here. You know, now I got to play against him. So, just can't wait to, you know, do that.
Lamar got a gear not many human beings got. And just to see him take off, you know, I'm a fan of the game. And if I'm watching Baltimore, obviously I'm watching, you know, to see what the MVP gonna do. You know, I just respect his game so much.
Time now for some smart lineup decisions brought to you by IBM Watson. Marcus, what are you watching in Ravens Patriots?
I'm watching Cam Newton against this front seven. We talk about Baltimore and we laud them. We talk about Lamar Jackson and what this offense needs to do to get better, but we all seem to forget how good this defense is. And I know we don't because we talk about it and we inundate it with watching them on film, but Cam is going to have his hands full. And I'm not taking anything away from what the Jets are, and I like the performance and the fact that he can finish, but this is about to be a different animal coming at him this Sunday.
Yeah, Marcus, one of these teams is a contender. It's not New England. So I'm excited to watch the Ravens offense and to see if they can build on what they did in the second half versus Indianapolis, using play action to get the passing game going in the middle of the field where Lamar Jackson excels. Can they do that again against New England consistently? Because they're going to have to do so going forward.
Lamar Jackson, always a good move for your fantasy team. Coming up next on NFL Live, it's the Cardinals versus the Bills, two of the best mobile quarterbacks in the NFL going head-to-head. Buffalo has had some trouble stopping the mobile QB lately. Will it be more of the same with Kyler on the loose in AZ? We'll be right back.